Hello, math enthusiasts. Welcome to Invalid Proof, the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of mathematics. And today we are here with a quite interesting question. We have two equations here and we have two unknown variables. Well, that's how it works. So the first one is 6 to the power of x plus, oops, 6 to the power of y equals to 42. And the other equation is x plus y equals to 3. And that is what we're going to do. We are going to solve for x and y. And you know, when we have two equations and two unknown variables, what we usually do is first of all, we try to somehow remove one of the variables and calculate the other, and then with the help of that, calculate the remaining variable. And that's what we're going to do here. But the question is, how are we going to do that? Okay, let's see what we have here. We have this x plus 1 equals to 3, but on the other hand, we have this 6 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of y equals to 42. Now, how are we going to remove one of these variables? Well, let's review one of the rules of power that we know. What we know is that if we have a to the power of b multiplied by a to the power of c, since they have the same base, we can add the powers and just write down a to the power of b plus c. Now, how are we going to use this? All right, let's say this b plus c could be our x plus y, right? And then since we know the amount of x plus y, which is 3, we can use that and remove one of the variables. Now, let's see how we can do that. First of all, let's rewrite the first equation and let's see what we can do with that. All right. Now, if we want to have this x plus y in the power of one of these, we can just multiply this whole equation in either 6 to the power of x or 6 to the power of y. There's no difference, right? So we can just go with that. So let's see what does it give us. 6 to the power of x. Now, let's simplify it. 6 to the power of x multiplied by 6 to the power of x equals to no plus 6 to the power of x 42 and then multiplied by 6 to the power of x. So now we multiply this in the whole equation. Let's simplify it again. 6 to the power of x to the power of 2, of course, plus. Now we can use this rule that we have here and we get this 6 to the power of x plus y equals to 42 multiplied by 6 to the power of x. All right, now we know this x plus y is 3, so we can replace this with the number 3. And also what we can do is that change a variable to something like r, for example. We replace 6 to the power of x with r, so we would have r2 plus, well, 6 to the power of 3 equals to 42 multiplied by r. Now, this is a simple equation of degree 2 that we can solve with any way that we know, but we'll see how it goes. So let's rewrite it. Now, let's calculate 6 to the power of 3, we can of course use a calculator or any other way that we know, but I would like to calculate it like this. So this is yes, right, we know this is 36. Now we have this 3 times 6, this, and there's a 0, and this is of course 36, and we can add these two and it gives us 260. So we have R2 minus 42R plus 216 equals to 0. Now, we can of course use delta, which gives us B2 minus 4AC, and B is minus 42, and A is 1, and C is 216. But also, there is another way that we can use. Um, there's a way to solve this kind of equations. We say there are two numbers that they are added to minus 42, and the multiplication is 216. And we already know that 216 is 3 by 36, and we know that these two are added to 42. But since we want minus 42, both of these need to be negative. So overall, it gives us R1 minus 6 and R2 minus 36, which gives us these equations like this. Let's rewrite it. It will give us R minus 6 to R minus 36 plus 0. So the roots of these equation are R equals to 6 or R equals to 36. Let me change the color again. Okay, now if R is 6, what was R here? Then 6 to the power of x is 6, which gives us x equals to 1. And if x is equal to 1, since we have this, x plus y is 3, then y is 2. Let me just clear this side. All right, now in the second case, we have 36 equals to r 6 to the power of x, and this is 6 to the power of 2. So it gives us x equals to 2, and then again we have x plus y equals to 3, and then y would be 1, right? So there are two sets of answers, and they are both similar. And it was quite easy actually. So it's either x plus x equals to 1 and y equals to, or the other way around. Y equals to 1 and x equals to 2. And we saw how easy that it was to solve this question with a simple rule of power that we learned somewhere in middle school or high school. Uh, I hope it was clear enough, and I hope you learned something new. If you like this video, if you learned something, please hit like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Finally, thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.